Welcome back. Welcome, man. It's your new favorite sports podcast. I'm your host, the name Uno, and we locked in with Drew and Laker Bill. We live every Tuesday, Thursdays, and sometimes Saturdays with score, storylines, and smoke for any bad takes. So let's tap in, lace up, and let the tip off begin. Tonight, we're going to start off with the Laker game. The Lakers won 140 to 125 against the Utah Jazz. The Lakers were led by Luka with 37, 10, and 5, followed by Austin Reeves, 26 and 5. In LeBron's first game back, he put up 11, 3, and 12, helping leading the Lakers to another victory. What is y'all takes on the Lakers game, and what does it look like with LeBron James back into the fold? Drew, we'll
Yeah,
start with
welcome
you.
back. Yeah, welcome back, boy. Welcome back, boy. Look, I'll tell you this, boy. They was trying to test him early, but that first 4 plays was at Braun.
Yeah.
I said, man, they gonna test it, ain't you? They gonna test to see if that back okay early, like early. But it was crazy because we've talked about this before. Like, is LeBron gonna be the corner guy? He was, and it was weird to see him just in that corner, like. Dang, Brown really in the corner. 30 minutes in the corner is crazy. But what's also crazy is you had 12 assists.
That sounds crazy.
30 minutes in the corner for LeBron is crazy. But you had 12 assists too,
Yeah, for
which
sure.
is like, that's wild for you to really be off the ball like that. So it was cool to see him. You know what? I don't care what anybody says. Like the Utah Jazz, they're not no team that's just gonna let you just come out and just beat them.
Yeah,
Like they're solid. They just put up 150 the other day. Like they can score. Like Keontae George had 32 and Laurie Market had 31. So they can put up buckets and they can compete and make it tough. So it's not like a gimme game. I don't think any game in the West is gonna be a gimme game. So the Lakers have to still play well. Like I think everybody but maybe like two or three people didn't shoot over 50%. So that's really, really good for the Lakers. My only concern is Luca with all those turnovers. I think this is when you gotta maybe take him off the ball and have LeBron on the ball more and being able to limit Luca's turnovers because 8 turnovers is way too much, and I just think that's because he's handling the ball so much and he just wants to run heavy pick and roll that teams are just they still in that pick and roll stuff or they're able to play it. So I think that's gonna be the adjustment is like could we get LeBron on the ball a little bit more to limit Luca's turnovers and see if we can get Luca to get some easier stuff too, um, rather than him always having to create something. But I did like what I seen. I did. I liked it.
Bill, go
yeah,
ahead. What you think?
yeah. Just kind of touching on your point about the turnovers. That's kind of what I expect out of ball dominant guards that aren't like really athletic. You're gonna have a lot of even the athletic ones end up with a lot of turnovers. The Westbrooks, the
Right.
Bronze and all of those guys, James Harden. They're gonna end up with a lot of turnovers. Uh, and just as long as there's not like a lot of turnovers from your other ball handlers like LeBron and Austin Reeves, it shouldn't necessarily pile up. Because if you're only turning the ball over 11 times, 8 of them coming from Luca, right? But he's getting you the double double or whatever. It's kind of a give and take depending on how defense are going to rotate and all of that stuff. But I wouldn't want him to get that every night. But it's understandable why he might.
Yeah, you can see why it's happening.
Yeah. As far as the Lakers and LeBron coming back, hey, I'm glad he's back. I'm glad that like he chose to kind of get his feet wet in a easy role for him. You know what I mean? Acting like LeBron James doesn't know how to like space the floor and get things
And
going.
corner said,
Yeah,
right.
like that's kind of funny to think about because it's LeBron James. So like he knows every aspect of the game or every way he can impact the game. Uh he was probably a little bit rusty from a scoring perspective. As far as like, it does take you some time to get into like a rhythm to like hunt your shot a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like to get the volume up during the game. But his passing ability is just it's LeBron James.
Yeah, his IQ is too high. It's too high.
His IQ is high. So like there was a couple of passes to where like he found Aiton. Aiton didn't even know he was gonna get it, right? And it's like Austin Reeves and Luka and LeBron's passing is Austin Reeves and Luka, they accept double team in a way to where they know where the obvious pass is going. Like they know that in accepting the double team, that Ayton being the short roller guy, the pass is going there. If the defense tries to shift and take Ayton away, then the pass is going to the corner, going to the opposite corner, right? With LeBron though, LeBron kind of like a lot of his passes come on the fly, so you don't really know how it's like he's going downhill, and since you're about to stop the ball, he zips the ball right by your body or zips the ball
Yeah,
right.
like he makes the passes where you take I catch it, I take one dribble, I know that guy coming over to this help.
And
So
I'm
I'm passing it on the dribble and he wide open.
The thing I noticed that nigga, bro, that nigga shot wasn't falling. I go to the Bills point. I feel like when it with Braun today, and for
I mean, he
I
was
feel
4 for
like
7.
for the rest of, but he not pressing right, and
Yeah,
I
nah,
think
It's the
that's
volume. It's the
it's the
volume.
volume, right? So I think that's kind of what we're looking for. I don't want to say he's a corner man or like he's sitting corner and like it's crazy. I feel like as the season goes on, Bron ain't gonna only shoot 7 shots. So
no,
I feel like
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
but it's showing he made it a point today. All right, so remember when when niggas was talking shit about Kobe and Kobe was like, all right, fuck it then, the guy ain't gonna shoot, and the nigga didn't shoot the basketball. Braun did that, but did it the right way, right? Like it wasn't like I'm not gonna shoot the basketball, but niggas was talking shit about where he falls and where he fits into the team. And he like, oh well, like in his press conference, I'm LeBron James, bro. Like there's not a basketball team I can't play for. So
Or style of play.
of play. So him just like, all right, well, I got to take 7 shots today without taking DA's 20, without taking Rui's 20, without taking Luka's 20 or 30. Like Rui still get his 15. It's like
Right.
I'm
He
kind
didn't
of
look like he clogged up. He didn't
at
clog up
all.
nothing.
At all. It didn't look like he was trying to impose his will and his style of play onto the game. I do think that it goes into point that what you were saying, Drew. I think as they get more comfortable, it's hard for LeBron to come in and be like, all right, nigga, you turning the ball over, rock up. Because now you're taking the juice out of and the flow out of what they've gotten here, and they only lost 4 games. So it's like, all right, let's ride till the wheels fall off. If we lose this game because of his turnovers, then we'll make the adjustment, right? Like we have the players to make the adjustment. I'm always big on Luka. He's a great player. I hate his style of play. I'll always say that. I hate pick and roll every time down. I just do not think it's I just think it's really bad basketball. I just really do. Like if you're trying to play one-on-one isolation matching basketball every time down, like let's not run the plays because he not getting he not setting the screen. He not running off no floppy. So the only play to get the nigga is off the double horn and the pick and roll. That's literally it.
Yeah, and he's settling for that trade too. He's only 2 for 10 on the trade today. He's settling for it.
Well, he hasn't been shooting great. He's averaging 37 points a game, but he's not necessarily shooting great. But I think that he's not, even though he can be efficient at times, that's why I say that he's kind of a mix between Kobe and LeBron, Luka Doncic is. Because the pressure that Luka Doncic puts on your defense is almost like a relentless scoring pressure like Kobe in a way, right? But his ability to manipulate the back line is almost like LeBron-esque. You get what I'm saying? So he's gonna have the I'm 37% from the field, but I had 45 today. You know what I mean? Because the just you guys see him from game to game. Some of his shots are the level of difficulty are like insane. And he be like the ones that he be hitting, falling into the corner or taking a step back fadeaway from 35 feet and all of that stuff. That's like, man, that's low key demoralizing, right? But when it
It's
looks
yeah.
bad, and look, when it's bad, when it
But I also think that's JJ because JJ said even his first year last year was like, oh, we shooting more threes. Bron putting them up. Everybody was just putting them up at that point. And I think him coming over to the Lakers, he's like, yeah, we trying to put up threes. So he's thinking like, yeah, I got to put up 10 threes. JJ want me to put up 10 threes a game. So if I'm making them, I'm cool. I'm gonna have 50 that night. If
Yeah,
I'm not,
but Luca ain't
it,
never been a. But I like the comparison of Braun and Luca. I think this is what I feel like you need on championship teams. And correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like you need if you got a gunner, right? Like if you got a Luca, a Cole, a Kyrie, a KD, not really KD, but like a Steph. I would say Steph falls in that line.
yeah,
Like if you got a gunner, like
you gotta let him go.
you gotta have you gotta have that offset of a 50%, and that's
you gotta have
why
that efficiency.
the off you gotta have the Shaq, the Powell, the KD, the Braun with Kyrie. Like I feel like you have to offset that with the efficiency, and that's why I feel like it's lit right now. But when it's all said and done, but if we going chip, if the thought process is chip, I don't think it can be Austin Reeves being the number 2 option
Oh
because
yeah.
that's two
Uh,
gunners. That's two gunners. So
Well,
if
the,
they both ain't hitting, now you
well,
gonna give it to Braun, but Braun ain't. You need them to keep shooting to see if they gonna hit. Like
yeah.
I don't know.
I kind of look at it the way that even though Dallas didn't win the championship, I kind of look at how you had Kyrie and you had Luka in Dallas, to where two guys are gonna gun. But the best thing about Austin Reeves and Luka's pairing is they both can get a double double. Kyrie's not really a double double guy, right? He's gonna get you probably more points than Austin Reeves can get you consistently, right? But he's not going to get you nearly the amount of assists that Austin Reeves can get you. And I think that kind of helps offset it, because if you got two gunners, it's almost like the way that you put the team together for when we were in the Mamba League, to where okay, you got a couple gunners on the team, but you also got like you surrounded the gunners with efficient players all the way around. You know what I mean? This guy gets an open look. This guy gets to the lane. This guy doesn't really miss. That guy doesn't miss. So it offsets the fact that he's going to take a lot of shots and he's probably not going to make a lot of shots, but everybody else is going to shoot 70%. You know what I mean? Like 64% and up and above. So it kind of offsets that, the fact that Rui's going to shoot a high percentage, Laravia is going to shoot a high percentage. We know what LeBron's going to do. You know what I mean? You know that Aiden is shooting a high percentage. Like everybody else except for those guys do, which kind of balance it out that way instead of balance it out with like your direct next star being that way. You know what I mean? And I think that it could kind of I think that the biggest thing is going to be what we saw in the first quarter is just defense. You know what I mean? As
well,
much,
yeah, yeah, I think the biggest thing is gonna be what we saw against the Thunder,
yeah, right,
which
right.
is like if they do a good job of pressuring Luca and forcing him into tough shots at the end of clock shots, if they do a good job at doing all those things and forcing the other guys to take more shots than what their efficiency shows, that's when the Lakers are gonna get in trouble because they did a good job of they did a good job on Luca and Reeves,
Yeah,
right? And made other guys take more shots than what they normally take per
right,
game.
right.
So that's when, and then it wasn't coming off creating something from Luca or Reeves because defensively they were able to just
Keep,
scramble and get on guys and they got length at the rim to be able to stop anything that's kind of going there. Um, and then I mean, they play without fouling in a way. So and then they're swarming on offense, right? Which is they can have one guy go get 30, 40, 50. But if you double him even in the slightest, they're just surrounded by shooters.
Yeah,
Or they're surrounded by straight line drivers. Right. So if they catch it, those guys are taking 1, 2 dribbles and they get into the rack. So they're able that's the thing that's gonna hurt the Lakers is not being able to play defense to keep guys from going just in a straight line. Like
yeah,
if we can get guys to make 3, 4 dribbles, okay, then we defensively, I think we can be really good. The
What?
yeah.
problem is we're giving too many 1, 2 dribbles to the baskets,
Getting beat.
and that's the thing that's beating the Lakers and
Yeah,
putting them in a scramble.
yeah.
The
Just
thing that
getting.
I've noticed too, and this is one thing that I think I don't want to blame JJ, right? So I don't. I'm gonna just blame Luca because I don't know who else to blame. But I feel like we be holding the ball for so long, gang. Like but we put up a lot of points. So it's
Yeah.
tough for it to say like it's not efficient. But there's times where I'm watching these niggas
Now
call
you
for a
right, it's
pick and
Luca.
roll. It's not getting the pick and roll, but we gonna call another one, and we gonna call
Yeah.
another one. I'm like looking like,
Dang.
all
Ball
right, bro. Like,
ball ain't
at
moved,
some
ain't it?
point, like we gonna have to. Can we get some backdoor? Can we get some backdoor motion? Can somebody set a down pick? Can somebody run off a flare? Damn,
Yeah.
can we do something? Like I just be looking like if it's not pick and roll, DeAndre Ayton hitting the floater, Luka hitting the step back or getting to the lane, Austin Reeves, same thing, step back, getting to the lane. I'm just like, I don't know if this is gonna
What's
work.
our offense? Yeah, what's
We
the
kind of
offense?
watched the Thunder do the same thing, right? So I don't want to. They won the chip doing the same
Yeah,
thing, so it's
right.
not like it's not efficient
But
way of winning.
it's their efficiency
But
and
Luka don't live
defense
in the mid
though.
range like Shea does.
No,
So that pick and
no.
roll is to kill that open space. Luka is getting it to shoot the step back. You know what I mean? Or
He
get to
or
the
he's slow bopping all the way to the basket, and it's slow. And see, and it's the thing, because I'm starting to change this narrative on Luca, and everybody says, "Man, you can't speed Luca up." No, Luca's already moving as fast as he can.
No, yeah,
Like
no.
Luca can't go no faster than what he going already.
Right.
So it's not about him playing at his own pace. No, he only plays at
at
that
that
pace.
pace. Yeah. That's full
So
speed for
like,
him. That's like slow mo.
yeah, right, yeah, that's his pace, and he's learned to be so effective at that pace. It's like Jokic. Like Jokic doesn't have a another gear. Like we haven't seen Jokic hit another gear. It's just that's just how he plays. He plays at that pace, and it's either slow or it goes to that pace, right?
Yeah,
So, but no, I agree. I'm watching some possessions, and I'm like, man, it's he really like he looked like he's old. Like he bringing the ball up old sometimes. Hunchback, he just slow bopping, calling up this screen. I'm like, man, we got 12 seconds now. You
yeah,
gotta make something work.
yeah. But the trade going up anyway. How whether you
Yeah, however you cut it, it's 12 seconds and 24. He's shooting the step back. It's
Yeah.
going up. So
you know
I
what I mean,
get it.
I ain't gonna rush my way up there. I know what's up. You know what I mean? However you shake it, I'm putting it up, brother. And you know, I think that the thing that kind of saves the Lakers sometimes is that some of their games or some of their better games, it's like, okay, boom. Like the Lakers do a really good job for the time that we spend like holding the ball. We also do have like the most full court layup pass or full court dunk pass because somebody then got all the way to the end and Luka's getting the rebound, throwing it over the top to Bron, or you know what I mean, Luka getting the rebound, throwing it over the top to Rui, and we're scoring in 2 seconds, right? So I like because of the pace that Luka kind of plays at, he gets to pick and choose on like what he wants to do at what time. I think the best play that the Lakers actually have is when they put LeBron. They did it today with LeBron. They do it sometimes with Luka, to where they'll put them on the block and they'll funnel them through the low block and they catch it down there, and it's literally a design lob play for DeAndre Ayton, because as soon as they get into the block and they back in, the help comes, and now the help's too far over, they throw it over the top like it's a shot, and Ayton gets a dunk. I think that that's actually like a really good play for them too, because it's almost like a rest play. I think that's the thing that JJ can do better for his, like, the three guys, is to kind of give them more, like, not necessarily like individual plays, but like more plays to where it's like, all right, this is a design play for somebody else, that's going to be an efficient shot, because he knows that he has gunners on the team. You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, I can always put something in for them, and I don't necessarily have to put something in for my stars because of the type of shots they take.
Well,
But
yeah, he's doing a good job playing everybody. So like the only person that didn't play is Vando.
right,
So like you rotating guys.
Vando's just going to be a specialty player from here on out. Like, we have certain matchups for Vando, he'll get tick, right? But as I think, I mean, Gabe Vincent came back today too, but I think that Gabe Vincent should be the same way. I don't know if I'd be playing Gabe Vincent over the dude from the Hornets that we got on the two-way right now, but because he been hooping.
For sure.
But I
Yeah,
guess
for sure.
be paying Gabe Vincent, so you got to play him a little bit. So, but yeah, I think it's cool. I think that what the Lakers are doing right now is like, we're back to kind of trying to win, like figure out how we're gonna play. But the good thing is like we're winning and figure it out. Y'all remember a few years ago to where we'd always be trying to figure it out, and now we 500. You know what I mean?
Below 5.
We below.
Yeah, that's one thing I do want to say before we switch topics a little bit. Our demeanor is we be talking like we just lost and 8 turnovers and the niggas won by 20. I mean, we play everybody and we talking like these niggas is cheats. Like that's the thing. Like we be so like want the niggas to be perfect. Like we expect them. We expect it. Yeah, we be thinking chips. So we be like, literally the season started last month, and we like championship. Like we need y'all to be flowing. How's it flowing? Like we got to get it together. Our expectations just a little bit together, but it's our job, man. It's our job for the people hating it. And before we close out today, we will address some of the comments that we have gotten. I just think that they're funny, so I just think it's maybe we want to take some of our takes back. Maybe we want to double down. So I don't know, but we'll switch it to the next game, the Warriors and Magic game. The Magic end up taking the victory, 121-113. The Magic were led by Desmond Baines, 23-5. Anthony Black had 21 off the bench. Steph had 39 and 9. Jimmy had 33, but it just wasn't enough. What are y'all takes on the Warrior and Magic game? Bill, we can start with you.
The Magic have been playing low-key better. They lost a tough game to Houston, and then, that went into overtime. They lost that one. But, to bounce back and be able to play this way, I just think that, like, I don't know. I feel like they're a good matchup against Golden State. I feel like they've been beating them for the past 3-4 years. You know what I mean? Like, as they've gotten good, they've always been able to get the better of Golden State. But I think Desmond Bane has turned out to be exactly what like they're missing, especially in what I would consider maybe is a down year for Banchero, or like maybe we're finding out that Banchero is more of a volume shooter than what we thought. You know what I mean? And now that the volume is not there as it might have been in past seasons, he's kind of struggling to like kind of put the ball in the hole, but they're figuring it out. You know what I mean? Like I said, Desmond Bane has been hooping. Suggs has been hooping too. And you know what Franz is gonna do. He's gonna go. He's an all-star. So, I like Orlando. I think that they're playing maybe the second or the third best basketball in the East right now, behind Detroit. And they kind of started off to a rough start, but they're doing better now. So again, with Golden State, sometimes you look at Golden State and you're like, oh, they're kind of a contender, and then you look at them and they're like, well, they kind of look like they don't have enough. You know what I'm saying? And with all of the drama going on with them, they beat San Antonio, right? And didn't they beat San Antonio a couple days ago?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then they turn around and then they drop this one, right? So it's like certain matchups and certain teams kind of give them problems, which is just the NBA in general. But if you're going to be a really good team, you have to be able to find ways to win some of these games, especially at home. But
Yeah, the Warriors have what I've always said is just we run offense for one person. And because we run offense for one person, everybody should be able to eat because if you're in the action, you're gonna be open because two people or one or somebody done miscommunicate on Steph. That's not offense. That's not offense, right? So when I'm looking at the Warriors, I'm looking at Steph took 23 shots. The next person that took shots was Jimmy. After that, and he had 16 shots. After that, nobody took double digit shots. And that ain't gonna cut it. That's just not gonna cut it. Cause Jimmy Butler can easily one day be like, yeah, I'm gonna be around 4 shots today too, or 8
Oh
shots
yeah,
today.
that's coming up.
Right.
He done had
Where
too many 30 games this season.
yeah.
I know it's coming up. It's coming up real quick.
He about to get to the last ones he gonna have.
right. And then the person that's gonna take the rest of them shots is Steph. So then Steph gonna be the only person taking double digit shots. And he gonna have 32 shots up. And that's the reason why the Warriors aren't like above the teams that are contending. I think they're gonna be right there in between with the Lakers because the Lakers have a that glaring problem, which is still figuring out their defense. But the reason why I think the Lakers are in a better situation than the Warriors is because all that is you just got to scheme with your you just got to scheme defense. See who you got out there and scheme it up. The Warriors got an offensive problem,
Yeah,
which
and the defense.
everything is yeah, that too. But everything runs through one guy. And
Yeah,
that's not gonna work to try to get. I mean, you might get past first round Grizzlies, yeah, but second round Houston again, that ain't cutting it. Second round Lakers, yeah, that ain't gonna.
to your
I
point.
feel like go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, to your point, it depends on if you get out the first round, depending on the matchup. You end up in a,
You end up in a 4-5 with the Lakers. Oh yeah,
or you
you done.
right, or I don't know. It's just it could get tough in the West. What were you gonna say?
I would say that the thing with the Warriors, to your guys' points, their team has always been like this as of recent, even the year that they won.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You can't count them out because when it's a down year, they sneak up and win when it's a down year.
it's nasty.
So and right now it's kind of that. Like it's like top heavy. You just got to take out the Thunder for real. Like how it's looking, like you take out the Thunder and it's really up in the
Hey,
air. Even on the East,
anybody
who
can
can
get
win?
it.
Anybody
Yeah,
can get it. So I think they just got to get in there. Now, to your point, you 100% right. Up until, I mean, there ain't never been no scoring guard dominating point guard winning chips till recently. So till Steph did it. So I don't. I would say I agree with you, but if the nigga shooting 40, 90, not, you know what I mean, 50, 40,
50, 40,
90,
90.
and he's shooting 42 shots, who the fuck is we to say that the nigga don't need to shoot 42? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, I don't,
yeah.
so, like, it's tough. I just think their team is deep and not at the same time. They're really bad. They're like a really good and bad constructed team. At points, they look really good because they have depth. But then when you really look at their roster, they really don't. Like
It's
you
just the
feel
way
like
he
they do.
using.
They use
Yeah,
certain players that you feel like they have depth. Like you feel like Paz is like a good player, but like respectfully, like he's decent. But like the
he's
way
running to the paint, looking to pass.
it's
He's
nasty.
running like,
It's nasty.
where's Steph? And that's the thing that I'm saying. Like, you got depth, but you don't use it. And
No, they using.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he getting. Nah, number 3, the one that look like Jordan Poole. Yeah,
yeah,
they
They
using.
using their depth. I just don't. They using them as bodies. They not using them as. They're not
yeah,
using them as weapons. They
Out
using them
yeah,
as
Yeah,
fouls. Like I'm
but
gonna use you for your fouls today. Like who we
yeah.
playing? Go get 6. I need your 6 fouls tonight. Like
yeah,
that's kind of what they using them as. And but I always feel like Steve Kerr's always been like that type of coach.
Yeah, I mean, he did that almost for like USA.
well, yeah,
And it's like you just using bodies to run interference for the couple people that you want to get the ball. But
and you
but
using
you ain't got Bron and KD on this team.
right. That's what I was saying. That's what the other day when we was talking, I was like, well, he putting LeBron James in the Draymond Green role on the USA team, and he having KD go stand in the corner so that you don't double just Steph getting it. You know what I'm saying? And but it's like it's a poison pill because we saw what it looks like when Steph goes down. He pulls a hand. You running Steph like this, he putting 40 up, 40 shots up a game. Yeah, he ain't gonna be there.
Yeah, no,
Game
it's over with.
5,
It's over
80,
with.
80.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? He ain't gonna be there second round of the playoffs. He gonna pull something else because
Like the crazy thing is the way that we've been talking the way that the media has been talking about the Warriors and Steph. You would have thought they was 1 or 2 in the Western Conference. They
Because they
nine and
were,
seven.
but they
They
were.
9 and 7 in
Yeah,
this.
but they were though. Like they
They
that's
was
the
like
thing.
that
They
for
was
one
like
week.
5.
1 week they was 5 and 2, and it was, oh man, the Warriors look good. And the only
good.
thing we've been talking about is Steph 40 something, Steph 40 this, Steph 40 that. And you look up and they 9 and 7.
Golden State does this every year. Why? Because Buddy Hield starts off every year super hot. And as soon as the averages start to average out, they're cooked. I think
The
Buddy,
funniest thing I saw all night was that nigga Jimmy threw the ball. He threw the ball. He threw the ball. This nigga Buddy cut. He threw the ball. Buddy crocodiled his arms. That nigga then Jimmy got the ball. The next position got a foul. Went to the prison. Put your hands up, Buddy. Say something back. He said, "Nigga, I'm not passing you the ball no more. I'm not
no,
passing you the ball no more. I'm not passing you the ball." I said, "Nah, this nigga Jimmy wild, dog."
because
Jimmy is crazy.
he like, bro, we need you to be good. I seen Buddy Hield run down the lane tonight and throw the ball directly to the other team. Like where the other team, when he caught the ball, he was like, "Oh, he threw it to me." Like I think it was Anthony Black. He like, who is he passing it to? Like, and took off the other way. And I'm just like, it's the fact that okay, you got complimentary players on Golden State, yeah, but some of these players wouldn't even be making the rotation on some of these other teams. And I think that that's the problem, right? Like your backup big man who could play a little bit, right? Where else is he gonna get minutes on any other team that you're playing against? You know, as good as Pods is Pods gonna be a backup point guard in Boston or
Like Paul's not TJ McConnell.
well, like he can hit, so
Like
he could
he
play. I don't want
right.
to away from him,
But
but
what I'm talking about impact.
impact, right?
He
Like,
had impact last year, but it just seems like,
well, he
yeah,
burst.
man, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? He got to catch people by surprise and hop on the scene and do all of that stuff. And like I just think like what you said, Uno, when it was like it's a poorly constructed roster because all your money are in three guys who are my age or older, bro. You
Yeah, you
can't
gotta
be
trade Kaminga, bro. You gotta trade Kaminga because he cancer, and not only is he cancer, he needs shots, and
well
you
the
ain't
thing,
giving him the shots. So y'all just trade him, get
but
him
that's
off
the
the team. It's pointless.
Yeah, just get him out of here.
this. To be honest with you,
Go get
yes,
Michael Porter Jr.
he's your best asset and to get somebody in, but because all your money gone, he don't cost nothing, so you can't get nobody who's gonna do nothing. He making 8 mil. Who you gonna get? A rookie?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you should. Yeah, he fucked him without that signing trade because they was for sure trying to do that. They was
Yeah.
for sure trying to do that.
Nah, y'all can't pay me. Well, I'll bet on myself. Well, now we're cut because we're not gonna get nothing for your $4 million that you're getting. And like, what are we gonna do now?
And you ain't getting nothing but 7 shots a game.
Right, but now in order for them to get something, they're gonna have to put Kaminga with Moody, with Pods, with this new rookie that they got, just to get something good enough to say, oh well, it's a But then now you talking about Steph taking 40 shots, whatever whoever they get back, they're not gonna have no bench. So now he's gonna be playing a lot of minutes all season with a depleted bench. And then who's gonna want Buddy Hield right now in a trade? Like, can you go to maybe a non-contending team? Like, there's been rumors of, oh, can they pilfer AD or, can they go get Vucevic out of Chicago? Well, Chicago's winning.
Right.
Chicago got a better record than you.
The Warriors sitting in the AC right now. The
And they,
AC. And they've been there for like the past 5 years because they only run one style.
right.
They only want to run style. So yeah, it's just a Steph show. Like, let's just see what Steph gonna get today, and we gonna run that. We gonna have fun, and it's gonna be great.
It's
But
It,
gonna be a lot of night.
yeah,
yeah, but
it's gonna be a lot of that.
yeah, like it's sad to say, but I saw this before. Steph's kind of going out in a way, kind of like Kobe did, to where you're on teams to where, yeah, you'll be on TV, but you're just on TV to go for 40 and probably lose that game. And everybody's going to tell you how great you were and how good it looked. And you still lost and you're going to lose in the first or second round. And that's how the rest of your career is going to go till you basically can't walk anymore. And I think they did it to themselves.
Yeah, but if you ask them, I don't think they feel like that's a bad thing. We got 4 of them bitches out of one nigga's career,
Oh
so
yeah,
3 of them
yeah.
out of one nigga's career, so they probably not gonna
Right. It was the
give
same way.
2 damns about that.
Right. It was the same way for the Lakers. Kobe gave us 5. So
Yeah, we got 5 of them. So if that nigga off the bone, so be it, brother. So be it. So be it, brother. I'm not. Oh well, brother. We got 5 chips, my guy. I don't know what y'all complaining about.
If it's off the bone, man, it's off
It's
the
off the
bone.
bone, then it's off the bone. So be it.
Yeah, tendonism.
We're gonna do 2 more topics, then we're gonna get out of here. We took the last week off, so if y'all we're gonna do MVP of the week if y'all figured it out, or I'll go first. So if you two y'all figure it out, but I got Jalen Johnson. He went
that was a
crazy
crazy
last
stat line.
week. He went 24, 12, and 9. He averaged that all last week. So yeah, him at point forward for the Atlanta Hawks. He went absolutely crazy. And I would take a look. I would take a look at look at what that looks like. And if that means that Trae Young gotta go or Trae Young coming off the ball, I would take a look. That's all I would say. Yeah. Drew, you got yours, or Bill, you got yours?
That's a good pick. I I brought up Detroit earlier, so I'll probably say Cade, even though he had a really crazy 40 shots game. I'll rock with it, though. Go put up 40 shots tonight.
Yeah, that was crazy. That boy had when he went like 14 from 40 or something like that. That shit was crazy.
We got to win, though.
Look, Detroit has actually, like, started winning. Like, they're the best team right now on the roll in the Eastern Conference. It's kind of easy for them to be right now. They're the most complete team in the Eastern Conference. Everybody else is kind of banged up or like not really.
Yeah.
Crazy. And like Cade, bro. Cade Cunningham is kind of crazy, bro. Like
he nice. He's
like,
actually like he cold.
Yeah,
he balling. He balling. That nigga Durant going crazy.
Durant is going crazy.
Durant's going absolute crazy.
Yeah,
I seen that
crazy.
nigga get the ball on the top of the three and chop a nigga to the mid range. I said, "Oh, whoa, you too buff to be doing that." Hold on, like that nigga look different out here.
Yeah, that nigga Jaden Durant look crazy, Like
who I would say my player of the week is Detroit because
the team they looking nice.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it's Detroit. But I'm gonna go and give a player. I'm gonna say Ant coming back from that hamstring. I think he's been putting like 30 a game. So like and you know how the hamstring is tricky because like it could come right back up anytime.
Yeah.
So like him coming off the hamstring, and then he just started going to work. So I'm like, I like that it's, you know how like when people go through injuries, you could tell it's in their head. Like, oh man, he ain't playing the same. He still thinking about that injury.
Yeah.
So like for him though, he just came back and they started hooping. They had a nasty record when he was gone, and they came back and now they sitting middle of the pack. I think like 8-5, something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it an Ant because really they team is, I think, is worse than what they had last year because you lose Nikhil.
Yeah.
So he has to do a little bit more. But the reason why I give it to him because he's starting to make the game a little bit easier. Like he's starting to move slower, and he's jogging to 30, right? And then he can still he's still so explosive that he's punching on people too.
Yeah.
And you just like, oh man, he's jogging to these spots on the court now, or using his body to just get to these spots on the court, and then we still can't jump with him. So he's making the game look a lot more comfortable. So I'm gonna give it to Ant. I think I think they played today too.
Yeah.
I think they played or the other day. One of the two. But yeah, he looked for show.
I don't
for show better.
Toronto. I mean, T-Wolves look bad sometimes. But just like Jay said about Golden State, they always find themselves there, and they always find Ant be having the last laugh when you think their team is buns.
Their team is buns.
Yeah.
Their team is buns. But they have hella weapons. Their team is buns. But you can't score on them no matter how buns they are.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. If you can't put the ball into the hoop, you could call me Cheeks all day. I have the top 5 best player in the world, so he gonna figure it out. When he does figure it out, I have arguably a top 20 player in the world in Julius Randle, and we're gonna figure it out, my nigga. I have Rudy Gobert, bro. Come get swatted at the paint. Come get swatted at the paint. And I watched D-Lo, and this goes into another thing I want to talk about real quick. This nigga is the worst basketball player ever. And I said it was Clay, but it's and what I'm starting to realize
it's somebody in Dallas.
It's somebody in Dallas. And so the common denominator that I've come to realize, I watched D-Lo call for 5 pick and rolls. They switched all 5 times for the nigga to not take advantage of none of the switches he wanted. He called every switch. They switched on every time, and the nigga just held the ball for 5 seconds. I was so mad. But I realized Jason Kidd got to get fired.
Low key.
Shout out my
Kid.
dog. It's Kid. They run the same offense. It's his. Your offense is not gonna win that way, and that way is one-on-one basketball. You've been trying to do that since the Bucks, and that's why you got fired with the Bucks. You can't play that way.
You tried to
keep trying to do the same thing, but now it's showing on your ass because you don't even have the roster to do that. You running Cooper Flag at point guard because you just think it in your head. All right, well, this is my best player. Let me just get him the ball so he can one-on-one all game.
Yeah,
like you're not even thinking, bro. Like you're not thinking at all. Like, and yes, you're trying to help his development. But like this is nasty, bro, and I'm kind of starting to realize that the Clippers problem and the Mavs problem is the same problem. And when you too even kill and when you too chill, you take on that team starts to take on that personality. And when you got a bunch of chill niggas losing, it looks horrible. It looks horrible, and that's nasty. The Clippers problem. You got these niggas losing. Boogie gonna come out today talking about, yeah, I played for Ty Lue. We lose, we get blown out by 30. He gonna be like, all right, y'all. All he gonna say is, all right, y'all, see y'all tomorrow. It's too chill. He ain't gonna yell at nobody. He ain't gonna take nobody accountable. He ain't gonna do nothing. He just gonna be chill. He gonna be a player's coach. And look at what they team doing. They just gonna chill.
Yeah, that niggas in Inglewood having fun.
J Kid gotta go. J Kid gotta go.
Houston, you see, Houston got off that. They got off that big point guard train and started playing Reece Sheppard. Yeah, and Reece Sheppard been going off.
Hey, look, and they sat Steven Adams. You gonna come off, buddy? We need more shots. You know what I mean?
Steven should have never started though. They probably only started him because they was playing Isaiah Hartenstein, but they didn't
try
realize.
To go double.
But you didn't realize nigga, that y'all all big anyway. It don't matter. You know, you can sit him and still be the biggest team out there. You don't need to play him.
Y'all can put Kevin Durant on Shaq. They the same size.
They're the same player.
You know, so it's like y'all trying to act like y'all, we got this super big lineup. No. Put Thompson at the 2, brother, and put a point guard in there. But
and let Reed go out there, and he been putting up 15, shooting 50% and 40-something from 3.
Yeah, I think. It sounds bad, and I hope that's not what they're doing. But it look like they trying to shop him.
Oh, I mean. Yeah, if you can shop them and go get you can especially this year, you go get you a mid first rounder. You getting something this year.
No, I feel like they shopping him to go get a point. Like it wouldn't surprise me. Like you brought up, okay, I want to get the ball to Jalen Johnson. It wouldn't surprise me if they can get Trey for the low. You know what I mean?
Who we talking about? Houston?
Yeah.
Houston just needs a point guard. It don't matter who the fuck it is. It could be Ja, it could be Westbrook, it could be Schroeder for all they give a damn. It could be anybody. They need a point guard that's just gonna go out there, not be afraid to go to the bucket, and set it up. Let Thompson play his natural position, which is he is a 1, but he not there yet.
They need a shooting Rondo, huh? They need a shooting Rondo.
Yeah. It don't matter. To be honest with you, you can go get Ja. It really don't matter.
If you want,
get whoever you want.
If you want, so like you can act because Reece Sheppard is a number 2 overall pick, you can actually get, something for him in expiring contract like Tari Eason.
Man, I'm about to go get Simons
and get LaMelo.
I'm about to go get Simons, Pritchard, and somebody else. Go get me one of them.
Yeah.
We can't get LaMelo.
Yeah, we can get LaMelo, but that's a lot of chicken. And then what you gonna do? Run LaMelo? See, I think I'm a weirdo. I think of how players be thinking. Don't trade me to over there because then I can't wear number 1. Now I'm gonna be fighting the whole year about who wearing number 1. Thompson got my number. We ain't gonna trade Thompson. We just got it, and now I gotta wear number 2. I'm cool. I don't want to play here. I don't want to play here. They call me 1 of 1. Nah, you gonna have to trade me somewhere I can wear my number.
Right.
And I think that somebody like since Atlanta's look good without Trey, or I'm just looking at a lot of point guards maybe in the East, or like you said, maybe Ja Morant. The whole thing is you can't play Ja and you can't play Amen at the same time because they can't shoot.
Yeah, the shooting is spooky.
Yeah, but I'm shooting 5 through 3.
Well,
It's
yeah.
gonna be heavy double on KD.
But you know what they gonna
Yeah.
do. Like you end up okay, you do that, and you do that, and they get in the playoffs. Let me tell you something. Luka gonna look like he defensive player of the year.
They need to just go get James Harden, honestly.
Okay.
That is nasty. He's looking nasty. I don't know if he got a tight jersey on now.
Well, he's just
Or
big. No, he's big. He big. That bear belly catching up.
Yeah,
It's
he-
catching. But he's still getting that 21 and 10.
he had
I don't
41.
care.
He
I
had
don't
41, 10,
care.
and 12 the
I
other
don't
day.
care. You need James Harden. You get James Harden with them young bulls with KD. They turning Houston up, and it's lit. You might win a chip. It's going crazy.
Mark Cuban already told them because Mark Cuban after they fired old boy, Mark Cuban took back over the role of GM.
Oh, did he?
Oh, he did?
He already shot down the Kyrie trade because they said they'll give up Reed Shepard and a few other people for Kyrie to Dallas. And I said that works out for Houston. Like now,
that would have worked out for both teams though.
Low key, because Dallas that anyway. So
yeah,
but Dallas need to just go ahead,
blow it up.
Dallas just need to go ahead and play Lil Nimhart. Just play Lil Nimhart over there.
Yeah, but I ain't lying. If you can flip Kyrie, if you rebuild in Dallas, right, and you could flip Kyrie, right, for some picks, you get Reed Shepard back, you get something else back, and then you could flip AD to Chicago and get some pieces back, you might set yourself up because you gonna get a good pick this year regardless.
Oh yeah, you get one this year.
You getting another, you might luck up and get number one again. You gonna have to be up there.
Yeah, get Botsy. Him and Botsy up there.
Yeah, but it's like you do something like that, it might be,
Go get Conker Nipple out of Charlotte.
Yeah, right.
Go have him.
Oh, because if you give LaMelo AD, that's
I'll talk about Kaminkle. Nigga, that nigga untouchable. That boy untouchable. That
he
boy
going crazy.
That nigga is the reason why they even losing by 1. They'd be losing by 30 if it wasn't for that boy.
He cold, yeah.
That boy nice.
You gonna have
but
to
yeah, I fuck with them tough. Before we get out of here, last topic. You Bill. The hot seat's on you, man. Do you want to retake your take? You want to rehash your take? You want to take it back, or you want to double down on your take about DeAndre Ayton being a good fit with the Lakers?
I'll say that he's a lot better than what he showed me that first game. What he showed me the first game was what I expected. The way that he's playing right now, I did not expect it, to be honest with you. But it makes sense. So I'll renege my take, but y'all know I live game to game. And we'll be back Thursday, and I done been because as Lakers fans, you only got what you did tonight.
That is a fact. And somebody called us casual. Someone called us casual, so I'm gonna respond to you. Suck my dick, nigga. How about that? We not casuals. How about you come sit here and you come. We could go word. We could go band for band on intelligence on the sport. We could go band for band and play. We could go band for band with the players we don't know. We could go with rosters, just naming rosters with numbers. We could go with colleges they went to. We could go with college stats they played, what they averaged in high school. I feel like we really like that. So, casual, if you feel like a nigga's take is some casual take, I don't know. I'm not going. You know,
We ain't going.
you here for your opinion, but
That's
you know,
out.
we can go band for band.
What
Oh
they?
yeah, come,
Whatever
hey,
topic you want to go.
hey, jump on the pod. We gonna
Yeah.
see how casual it get.
Whatever topic you want to go
I
to, brother.
I just want to know what y'all think we casual about. Yeah, like casual how? Like, all right,
Casual watchers. I think it was one of the
uh,
things, one of something that we said. It was something we said. I don't remember what it was on, but he said if y'all said that, or if y'all think that, then y'all are casuals or something like that. It was the Nimhart. It was the Nimhart All-Star take. And he was saying that if we said Nimhart is a surprise, then we're casuals.
no, but Nimhart, that'll be a take that I'll take back.
Not Nimhart, Ben Nimhart and Macarin. It was whenever when he said that.
Hurt. Yeah, but they was hurt.
Yeah, I'll take back Nimhart.
Not hurt. It looks a lot different.
Out. Jalen Johnson for sure gonna be an all-star the way he playing.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't think it I mean, our thing was who's the surprise, right? That was
Right.
our opinion. It wasn't
Right.
factuals. It was who was our surprise after the first 2 games of the NBA season. So
Right.
yeah, man, I love it. Y'all stay coming with the comments. And yeah, man, the more comments y'all drop, the more we may address you. And so you never know, man. You never know. We may tell you to come on to the pod.
Right.
And you know, yeah, get it off, man. Come on. We love all smoke. But anything else y'all want to say before we get up on out of here?
Yeah, I'm gonna say come on. I'm
I'm
trying to
gonna say come on. I'm gonna say
come on, come with it.
we love the debates, man, and I know people be passionate about their favorite player. So even if we have the same favorite player, I argue another player just to prove you wrong, just to do it, just to hurt your feelings. So
Right.
even if it is Braun, nigga, what's up?
Let me hear your top 5.
Let me hear your top 5, man. Let me hear your top 5. But yeah, so that concludes this episode. We will be back Thursday. Before we get out of here, I want to leave y'all with a very special message. Wake up every day and strive for perfection. And when you fall short, because you definitely will fall short, wake up and do it again. I am the name Uno. That's Drew. And that is Laker Bill. And we will see y'all Thursday. Peace.